Texas and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. This guy's getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who... Not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. The Cowboys 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Okay, right? Ultra, ultra. Striker, 3, right, right.
4th down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Two Rockies.
I saw that. I got it. And right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. And that one caught downfield by Burrow. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go, back.
They'll run forward with Pollard. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Bengals will get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow goes right back to Smith again. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Gun.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you disputed a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Here's Burrow. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Irv Smith Jr., his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here.
Bitch, we don't want to hear you cry. Shut your bitch ass up.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
You a bum. You got the ball twice on the other side of the field, nigga. Trash, nigga. Shut up. That nigga trash, short.
Back to the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
2 fumbles to give him points, and he gets nothing.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
2 fumbles to give you a touchdown, and you get nothing.
Because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit from the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 41 yards now on the ground and just 7 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off. Because the quarterback is
He trash, y'all. Hold on, where nigga he trash.
Strong now on 1st and 10.
Throw it. Throw it. Throw it. You only can throw bombs. You only can throw bombs. We know that.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game and they come back and make them win. They miss tackles.
Yeah, we know that. But shit, so.
But the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. The Bengals drive about to get going. And certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Charles, remember, they had a short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field. And you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try to do it again.
Throw the ball, bro. He's right there.
Gets there this time for the sack.
Nigga, you ain't got no fucking user skills, nigga.
Throwing on second and long. And pressure coming. Once again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Great.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Room here to run. 20. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready?
Stroud keeps it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. He finds his man complete. It's Johnston finding space at the 40. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders.
What is mine, bro? I've been running that.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
I think Shard want to claim everything.
So it's 2nd and 9. So we'll reach halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gold. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now Burrow on first down. He completes it to Boyd. Finding room in midfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd and inches, Burrow. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch signaled for and taken, and that punt went nowhere. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Here we go.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. And that'll bring up second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 11. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Isaiah Pacheco with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20.
Drill 52. Ready.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Stroud on 3rd down now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Ready.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go. Ready.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's Pollard. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Pollard again. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Pollard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
You fucking suck, dude. I just knew you was doing that stupid shit again.
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Can't go the field goal.
They're on 30 you running the ball. Twice. No, it's not. It's not. 17-14. Look, you suck, bitch.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter.
That's scary, bro. That's scary.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there with all that.
That's scary.
You're trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome.
Oh, my God.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So from the 36 out, 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Why are you letting the computer tackle me?
Before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13.
You sorry, bro.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from Cowboy territory now, and here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 38, Burrow. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
You can't show no Formula 1. You can't show the Formula 1 game, bro. I ain't even set my team up.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Burrow. He's going to let it fly. This is caught at the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Burrow. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And the Bengals are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Burrow. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. McPherson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. It's a squib kick picked up near the 25. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And they will take a knee here.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now.